the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. The same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. The same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode, another day, another dollar of Gehenna Academy, Chapter 14, Talking in Your Sleep. Just want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Die Hard Dice and Elderwood Academy. Awesome dice and TTRPG accessories, whether it be custom-made dice boxes, dice tower, the works. Give them a check out, and you can use our special code Gehenna Gaming 2021 on Elderwood Academy in order to get special discounts as well, which is awesome. And I'll put the little command. That is the command. Why? Oh no, I think it's just Elderwood. Boom, cool. And can we just put Die Hard? Is that a word? Die Hard dice, maybe? Maybe I should know the commands before I start. I don't know. Probably. Let's just get right into it. It's gonna be a great episode. It's gonna be fun. Disclaimer: we have a lot of drama. We're gonna be hinting on a lot of sexual stuff, violence, and themes of cannibalism this episode. So I hope you have fun. This will be great. It's a ride for sure. Let's go ahead and start with introductions. Let my cast introduce themselves. They're amazing. You know them. You love them. Start ahead.
Yeah, if only my camera would focus on me. Alright, hello everyone. My name is Serena and I am playing as Ivy the Reaper, who last episode has been sneaking around the mixer, talking to people and being ganged around awkwardly by the Two-Face. I do not want that to happen ever again, as even personally, as myself, as the player, I felt awkward as fuck. But we last saw her like going away with Mercutio to blow off some steam.
This will have no negative consequences whatsoever.
I don't know how to respond to that. Hi, my name is Nordine Ali. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing... Oh, you can find me online at Werewolf Feels. And I'm playing John the Ghost. Pronouns he, him. Missing last episode. The amount of things that happened when I was gone. I'm scared. I'm scared of Ghost. Pronouns...
Hi, I am Chantel B. You can find me on Twitter at Chantel B. And tonight I am playing Melody, the initiated Fae?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's great. Everything is amazing. Having the best time of my life right now, you know? Yeah. What a great evening.
I'm sure nothing problematic will happen because of this.
Why do you say it like that?
Nothing. Everything will be good.
Okay, good. Good. Correct.
Hi y'all, I'm Melissa, my pronouns are they, them, and I play Amara, the Hala, who also uses they, them pronouns. Last time, I went to the mixer, had a great time, had some actually good conversations with people from Mantra, and then some other conversation with Samir, and, you know, it's good. Things are settled now. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
And that leaves me. Hi everybody, my name is Chris, pronouns he, him, and I'm playing Isaac the Fury, pronouns also he, him. Isaac was at the mixer. He doesn't really trust Mantra too much, so he decided to take it upon himself to infiltrate Mantra in order to learn from Morrison and find out more. How well that's going to work out? We'll see. Probably we'll see what happens. We don't know.
And I guess that leaves me. Hi, everyone. I'm the MC today, Nick Francia. You can find me at Nobleman Nick. And yeah, I'm the stream production and marketing manager here at Gehenna Gaming. I love it. I love this game. It's my livelihood, and I have a lot of fun playing Monsterhearts. Yeah, shit is gonna get real. Oh. Okay, it might be a little low. I'm sorry. I have done technical mistakes of the worst priorities, and I apologize for everyone involved that I've seen my sloppy handiwork. But nonetheless, let's jump in, let's have fun, and yeah, let's kick some ass. Is everyone ready to play Gehenna Academy?
Isaac the Furry.
Look, man. My
sorry.
brain is just
Isaac,
blah, blah, blah,
the
blah.
lumberjack furry.
Don't.
No, that
please
makes
stop.
so much sense
Isaac,
now.
You know
yeah.
what?
You're shacking up with Hana.
GM, please start.
Zootopia, eat your
GM,
heart
please
out.
start.
Isaac the lumberjack. All right, that's the call for the shoot, and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and dig right into Gehenna Academy. Who do we start with? Ooh. I know exactly who we start with. The sun is shining. We start literally the day after the mixer. The morning after. The sun is shining into the various rooms. People are sleeping off all the fun night they had, regardless, whether it be talking in the mixer. We see people going for early morning jogs. We hear the footsteps of the dean as he walks through the hallway, Dean Saeed, and looks around with a smile on his face, definitely looking pretty proud of the academy. We see the cleaning crew. We see breakfast being put out by the cafeteria workers. And then we kind of go to cut to Ivy and Melody's room. And we see empty bed where Melody would sleep, seemingly gone. And we cut over to a not so empty bed as we kind of gaze up and kind of pan over. It's like that slow kind of pan over the sheets as we see that two people are entangled within it, and we see Ivy and Mercutio under the covers of the bed, looking absent in their clothing. And then I think this is where Ivy wakes up.
Oh no.
You probably open your eyes. Do you even realize at first where you're at, probably, or like what's happening?
And then realize the person beside me and realize the state of everything, and I'm like, oh no. As I hurriedly get out of bed and quickly find my clothing and
It is
try to awkwardly
scattered
put it
across the room. Whatever it is, like you can remember pretty big, like, because you were drinking a lot, but not like enough that you're like blackout. Everything starts to come back to you as stuff is thrown around the room. There's claw marks at one point in one of the walls. It was a fun time had by all. And then kind of shuffling around as you're like collecting everything, you see Mercutio start to get up. He like gives a yawn as he sits up and he goes, Melody, why are you
no.
And then he opens his eyes and he sees you, like catches you, probably like mid putting their clothes back on. And then he looks at himself, he looks at the state of the room, he looks at you and he goes, oh yeah, that's right.
Then just
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Put on your clothes. I grab probably his shirt and just throw it at him.
Oh, yeah, and he kind of gets up and he's not ashamed of his body at all. He gets up and he starts putting it. And if you like try to look, if you like look away and look like embarrassed to Ivy, he probably turns to Ivy and he's like, it's not like you hadn't like seen it last night or anything, and just he's like putting on the pant leg, hopping.
Listen, Mercutio, nobody should know about this. This was a big mistake.
Well, you said you needed to burn off steam. Seems like quite a way to do it.
Yeah, but aren't you with Melody?
We have terms and conditions to that. Pretty open. Although I don't know where it is in the rules about close friends. Probably not the bit. Probably not something I should mention.
No. You should really not mention this to anybody at all.
Oh, and he's kind of buckling. He's like, you're probably right about that. I was that bad. And he goes, he's like, I was that bad.
No, but that.
And he looks and he's just kind of like, I mean, how many people can say they've done that in their life? But I mean, I'm sure it's not the yeah, I don't really know how to explain this more past what it already is. You're okay, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Last night was amazing, but you have to understand, like, I can't be doing this with my friend's boyfriend, who's
Yeah.
also my roommate. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm about to say, probably not the best guy to bring back. I'm sure the next one will be alright.
Next, there won't be a next one.
I don't mean me. And then you said there won't be a next time. He's like, and he's just like, alright, I can accept that. Although a little disappointed, not gonna lie.
That's not what I'm.
He just laughs. It's okay. It's alright. Come on. This can't be the first time you've woken up in a situation like this, right?
It kinda is.
Well, what? Like all the other times with magical experiences? And he kind of stops and reads the room a little. And he goes, oh. 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 Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's a hell of a story for a first time if I've ever heard one. Ooh. I'm sorry. I didn't even know that. I am so sorry. I mean,
Yeah, it's fine. Just.
Yeah. See, it's skirmish practice.
The camera does not want to see me anymore.
Your camera's like, this is bad.
But yeah. So this is so awkward. I just want to pretend it never happened.
If that's how you feel,
No, listen.
fine.
This nobody can know. No one can know
I get
because
it. I understand it's complicated. It would, it would be not that Melody would have any ground to be angry at me, but I get it. Don't worry, she'll never know. They won't ever find out about this. As he opens the door, and I feel like this is where we just see Melody like about to enter into the room.
Hi.
Hi. Sleep well, love?
Yes, actually.
I mean,
You?
he looks back. Excellent. I saw you were having a bit of fun yourself, and I figured, I can't go to, I should not go to sleep alone.
So, here.
I mean, yeah, where else would I be?
Your room?
And he looks back and he's like, I feel uncomfortable here. Plus, I was just talking to Ivy most of the night.
Ivy, how did you sleep?
As I slowly slip into an Australian accent, I'm sorry.
my cushions are so Australian.
Yeah.
Yushio, mate.
She'll be right.
Why am
She'll be
I
right.
suddenly offended?
I'm sorry.
Not
I
by
mean,
you.
I ain't nothing I can do about that. I'm sorry. There are so many accents in my head.
They're
Oh
all,
shit.
They're all fighting for control.
They all want control. I don't know what to do about that. Ivy, how did you sleep?
I mean, usual. Why? I mean, we've been talking for until late into the night, really.
And what about you, Melody? How'd you sleep?
Very well.
I see. Had an interesting well, I saw you go off with that guy from
With
Montra.
Sylvester.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How was that?
It was good.
And Melody, you could feel a kind of power brimming from you. You feel definitely more confident and more kind of in touch with yourself. Well, it's not like we've ever had rules set on it. You're perfectly capable of slowing around with anyone you see fit.
As are you.
Aye,
So
as am I.
why lie about it?
Because maybe it was not done out of peace, but rather out of disdain. I mean, come on, Melody. You know I don't like those people. All right, and I understand, and I get it that you're finding a new place and new friends. But of all the people, why'd it have to be him? The one guy I get the creeps about.
Sylvester understands what it's like to be exiled. You can't.
You don't think it's a little... You don't think it's a little strange that the minute you were exiled from the Fey Realm, here comes this other exile that you can suddenly share all this stuff, and he's telling you all this mantra bullshit about unity and coming together. Don't you see it comes all apparently, like, it's not a coincidence?
Probably not.
I worry about you, and yeah, it pissed me off quite a bit that you went off of him last night.
So you slept with Ivy?
Yeah,
I'm sort of
I
impressed.
did.
Everyone's been trying to sleep with Ivy. So, congratulations, I suppose.
Roll a shutdown on Ivy.
On Ivy?
On Ivy and Mercutio. It'll count as both.
Do I have... What? Does Ivy have any conditions? No.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway. I rolled a 7. Let me see.
Okay. So,
seven,
shut someone
yeah.
down. Yep. You can choose one for a little, but it comes across poorly. And they give you condition in return. So you can do this for both Ivy and Mercutio. But only Ivy is going to be able to respond with a condition.
Okay. Condition for Ivy. Harlot. Condition for Mercutio. Liar.
All right, I'll mark that down. I'll make a note. Mercutio. Mercutio has the condition friends on the other side. Do we know where that's from? I'm gonna delete that.
So sleeping.
Oh yes. Oh, okay. Let's resolve sex moves right now for Ivy really quick because we're gonna get to Melody very soon. But let's resolve this right now. Can you read it for me, please?
So my sex move is that when I have sex with someone, they gain a condition, a friend on the other side. Next time they would mark their fourth harm box, they instead remove their condition. Basically, it's a debt-free card.
Yes, where other sex moves are often majorly a disaster. This one has a bit of an actual like power buff to it. And I'm also gonna say Mercutio just for the sake of it. He's gonna gain a string on you, Ivy. And then you giving Harlot. Okay, Ivy, what condition would you like to give Melody?
I'll give her the condition jealous.
All right. And Mercutio kind of stands like in front of you and looks pissed and goes, well, at least I know. At least she doesn't give in to all this bullshit.
No. Ivy doesn't give in to any bullshit, do you, Ivy?
At least I'm not weak-willed to go off and get initiated like the other folks.
You're scared of a child. I wouldn't talk about weak will.
The child. Oh no, I'll let you figure it out yourself. Why is a child teaching? Melody, you never thought about that? Or are you too wrapped up in your own delusion of acceptance within the mantra to even notice anything else around you? Like how somebody's already making moves. Or somebody's trying to cater to a reaper.
And who would that be?
Wouldn't you like to know? As I walk away. Just walk past her, like brushing her shoulders. I'm gonna hide away in the library.
Okay, you're gonna leave, but you're not running away. You're just leaving nonchalant. Okay. Mercutio looks and is like, well, I assume you'll be taking him to formal?
I haven't decided yet.
And this? And he kind of like points between you and him. What's this then?
Well, it depends on you, doesn't it?
Is this really the path you want to go down?
I've never lied about who I am or what I am.
This organization is... This cult it's making you into something you're not. And you're just believing the lies. You can't distinguish the forest from the trees.
I think you should leave.
I think I should leave too. And he grabs his bag and takes off, like throwing his jacket on. And I think he's gonna spend the string. I'm gonna spend the string for him because this is more of like a story thing. And I think I'm gonna give you both a condition. I think you're both gonna get the condition broken up. I made a note. And yeah, he is gonna leave. And we're gonna switch scenes to our very friendly ghost. It's breakfast time, John. What do you do?
Probably just waited at table for Samir to show up like I always do, or one of the, or anyone else. It's been a while. I feel like somehow I just haven't seen them as much as I did before break.
Yeah, and you definitely get the feeling that there is something's off. Something does not feel right. And you see Samir kind of around and walking.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll Gaze into the Abyss. I'm looking for what dramatically shifted last night. Because something did. Something did. Oh, +2 to dark, if I remember correctly. Yes, I do. That's a 10.
Okay. Awesome. So something happened last night. You, for the moment, kind of retreat into your inner thoughts, and you see, it's like a sketchbook. I always love to describe it as a sketchbook because I think it's just a very cool way to kind of present everything. You're in a open plane of just white. And then suddenly you see drawings of everyone in the school walking around, kind of like little stick figures. And you see there's connections from yourself out to all your friends, including like Amara, Ivy, Melody, Isaac. And the first notable thing is you see your connection to Amara severed. It just disappears. It just like breaks apart completely as something literally cleaves through it with like a knife. And you look at the caricature and you see a cartoonishly drawn Samir, like looking with like the the exaggerated eyes and like the super toothy grin, like they're just an evil villain. Um, and then it kind of, you look at Melody and you see that there is a several strings going out from her as well, but then you also see they have one going from their head directly to this other stick figure kind of floating in the sky, and you see multiple cables start to attach to that stick figure floating from random various students, including Amara, including Isaac, and you see a connection from Melody to Mercutio just basically burn apart. And then you also see a very faint connection between Ivy and Mercutio. And that's where the vision ends.
How could one party cause all that damage? Uh, do I see either Samir or Ivy just wandering about?
I feel like you see Samir.
Yeah, I
Samir comes down.
walk straight towards them. What happened last night?
Samir looks tired. Samir looks hungover. And they're stumbling. Like they can't really they can't get the sense of their balance that well.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Well, you decided to, fuck off for a night, and well, things happened.
I noticed something in the cave from earlier. I freaked out. Wait, you said you weren't going. Why did you go?
Because everyone was going, and I didn't feel like being alone for a night. And
So you could have called me up on the old horn. We could have spent time together.
I wanted to see how it functioned. I wanted to make a memory with everyone, and I thought you would want to come too. But it's okay. That's fine. We don't need to talk about that.
It doesn't seem like it's fine.
It's all right. My issue is not with you. You're great. I know you have stuff going on. Okay, it's just there was a lot on my mind.
What was on your mind?
I was just tired that everything we have, every moment we had, it didn't feel like it was our moment. It felt like I was always trying to play second fiddle to your new friend. And so I said something. I shouldn't have said it, but I did. And I had a bit too much to drink, and even I couldn't see how fucking my dumbass choices would do for me in the future, but I did. And I'm sorry, and I know I'm supposed to be the calm one. I know I'm supposed to be the collected one, and that's how this works in this relationship. But I messed up, and I'm sorry.
And you decided all night you weren't going to text me about it, call me about it, tell me about it.
No, I drank punch all night, and I talked to people, and I tried to have fun, and I said some shitty things, and I went to sleep, and now here I am now. I didn't want to bother you. I know that you've been under a lot of stress. I know, especially after everything that happened last year, you need some alone time. You need some time to refocus yourself, and you're a ghost, and I know that having the Reapers here aren't great as well, and that's been on your mind, so I didn't want to disturb you, because you don't need to take care of me all the time. And I know that's not what you're thinking. I know that's not your intention, but that's sometimes how it feels, and I didn't want that to bother you.
Yeah, but when you ring a Brody like that, you tell someone. You don't just sit there admiring it. I thought we were closer than that.
No, it's not like that. You know it's not like that.
Not like what?
You know I didn't do it to hurt you or anything like that. I just wanted to take matters in my own hands. And I regret it now, but I wasn't sober at the time.
Amara's wheat, they're not, they don't, what's the word for it? Look, it's like you're a townsfolk your entire life, and then you move to the big city, and everything's nuts. That's what Amara's going through right now. That's why they're hanging out so close to me.
That's what I'm talking about now. All you could do is defend them, and I get it, but they can be their own person too. They don't need you around every waking moment. You're my boyfriend. You're not their boyfriend.
They didn't think of me as their boyfriend.
No, but it feels like it.
So you tell them. You don't tell them to walk away from me. You don't tell them that they don't have a friend in me. You don't get to make that decision for me.
I didn't say you weren't your friend. I said to just give us some space. That's all I said. Don't make me out to be the bad guy here, all right?
Space doesn't mean a country mile.
Oh my!
And that's what they're acting like right now. I can feel it. I know when people have connections to me and when they don't.
Then go to your friend and repair that, all right? And I'll just fuck off for the day again.
Don't you dare. You made this mistake. You're going to help me fix it. If you're so upset about it, that's how you solve it. You apologize for everything that happened last night.
That's the thing. I'm not sorry. Drunk mouth speak sober thoughts. All right? And that's how I feel. And if you can't appreciate you can't understand how I feel or understand where I'm getting from, then that's just that. All right. I'm not. Look, I'm gonna go. All right, and it's not. And I don't want this to sound like this is me like breaking things off or anything, because that's not what I want.
No, I know that.
That's not what I'm up. But
I know.
But I need some time to think about all this over, and I don't need to feel like I'm getting into a sparring contest back and forth with you. All right, and because I don't want that to happen.
Okay.
And you should probably check on your friends. All right, Isaac didn't seem too right, and Ivy definitely wasn't right either.
Yeah, that's because Ivy spent the night with Mercutio.
That was bound to happen eventually. Well, Mercutio and Melody, the whole school's talking about it.
You mean that they had a huge fight?
They didn't have a future, but they went off with the Fae, the Hunter Fae, and they seem pretty nice, and maybe that's okay, and maybe Melody's just finding more company, but obviously Mercutio doesn't think it that way, and it's just it's pissing him off.
Look, no one walks into town like this and makes a dozen and one connections like whatever Mantra's up to. It's not normal. Don't hang out too close to them.
I don't. I'm not. Look, I have eyes that can see, and I understand it. All right, it's just.
That's just a big curve, okay? All of this is just a big curve to me, and I'm trying to figure it out. But I still love you. You know that, right?
Yes, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
I understand you.
So
like
if you
I said,
need anything, just...
I'm okay. I'm just gonna think things over. All right, that's all. Not about us or anything, but just about the situation in general.
I just hold them, like I reach out and hold them for a second. Everything's gonna be okay. We'll figure it out.
But if you get your friend back, we have to establish boundaries. Something.
Sure.
I need something.
Sure.
All right.
But you have to be ready to apologize for being that. Okay. I guess I'll go find Ivy. Or
All right.
Isaac or whoever else got fucked up that night.
I'm gonna go get some breakfast. My stomach
That is not a normal
doing
party.
flips.
Yeah. You seem nervous.
Whoever made that punch really knew what they were doing.
Okay, no, this is not abnormal. Can I gaze into the abyss again?
Yeah, sure. What are you gazing about?
What was in that punch? $11.
You get a crude drawing of the two Fae twins walking up to Reese and Ty Money, and basically the two Fae twins are like, "Hey, can you make a drinks for us? Non-alcoholic would be preferred." And as they leave, you see Reese and Ty Money talk, and they go, "Said would not be preferred, not required." And then you get another scene as the sketchbook clears, and you see Ty Money like basically pouring in like bottles of alcohol into this fruit punch like thing, and Ty Money's like spinning it up, or Reese is like basically stirring it up and going, put more in. I can still taste. He's like, you can't taste anything but the punch, and it's just being filtered out in these giant like kind of like water coolers.
Well going, you fucking geniuses. Yeah, I run off now I really run off towards Ivy. I don't care if I'm going to her room.
I just love how it's like, what's wrong with the punch? And it goes, oh, they just put a lot of booze into it. God damn it.
But that's still not responsible. They didn't have consent for that. Very miffed. Quite miffed. Yeah, I run off towards Ivy's room.
And I think here we could cut to the last two people waking up and leaving their rooms, Amara and Isaac. Amara, what kind of clothes are you wearing right now? Are you wearing up the flannel that you got that you might have taken or stolen from the laundry room, aka your strange impressions, or are you using something else? Maybe something else you got yesterday, last night, or the night before.
I think that for now, they are in their sort of normal clothes. Just they happen to not put on the suspenders today. It's fine. No reason for that. It's just a clothing choice.
And Isaac, you exit the room about the same time. How are you feeling this morning? Because you drank a little bit, but I don't know. Did you get like sloppy?
Nah, Isaac doesn't like to drink too much. Kind of, he drank as everybody. Well, he didn't drink too much. He had a normal state of mind.
And you see Amara.
Where are we, by chance? Or just in a hallway, or did we?
You're in the dorms, the dormitory area.
Okay, so I guess Isaac kind of goes, hey, Amara.
Oh, morning. How was the rest of the party for you, the mixer?
It was fine. I got a question. Well, two questions for you. Are you doing okay?
Why wouldn't I? I mean, actually, I know that you're so suspicious of Mantra, but I talked to them some more, and it was really nice. Like, I feel a lot better, actually.
I am a little 50-50. I still don't trust them, but they don't seem too bad. But then again, more research and experiments, so just double check.
Oh, so are you going to be spending more time with them too, then? For
Yeah,
research?
I talked with Morrison. He was gonna teach me a few things, so I thought it'd be pretty cool. But I saw you were not having a great conversation with Samir. I really didn't catch what was going on, but it seems like something wasn't working out between the two of you.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think they had a point. Maybe they were so angry at me for spending all this time with Chund, and I guess I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't make myself a burden to him or to them as a couple, and there are other people who do want me to spend time with them, so I'll just do that, and it's fine. That's all fine. It's fine. It's good. It's good that we talked. I'm glad we talked.
Yeah, I mean, Samir can be a pain in the ass. He's a very he tends to like his things and not share with anybody. But I wouldn't go out the way and just not talk with Chun. I mean, Chun's a great. Well, I was gonna say person, but he's a ghost. So I mean, you know what I mean. But they're a great ghost, I guess. But you should talk to him at least, and
Yeah, I mean, he's already done so much for me here, just with everything, and I mean, he deserves to spend all the time with Samir that he needs to, that they need to spend together, and he's not my parent. He doesn't need to, watch over me the way he has been. I'm making new friends. I've met you. I met all the Mantra people. Time Money seems cool.
Time Money, yes. Mantra, you're still on the fence, but maybe Time Money. Maybe you try to hang out with Time Money. Maybe you might get to how he would say shenanigans or something like that, something will time you. But I think you try Time Money, and again, we're all trying to figure ourselves out here. I'm still trying to understand who I am on multiple of levels. So it's not like I don't know if you age or not. I hope so. But if you don't, I mean, even more time to you, I guess, to figure things out.
I hadn't thought about whether or not I age. But yeah, so Morrison is going to help you. Is whatever he's helping you with helping you
Yeah,
figure
just
stuff
a
out?
few old magic tricks. I'm trying to just, diversify myself in terms of what I can do, because I can do a pretty good amount, but there's only so much you can learn in the classroom. But yeah. Oh, the other question, because I wanted to talk with her. Did you see Ivy by chance? I mean, I saw you having your whole conversation with Samir, and I tried looking around. I couldn't find Ivy. I wanted to talk to her about something.
So, Rena and or Nick, could I have noticed Ivy walking off with Mercutio?
We're gonna do a very simple. No, fuck it. Keep it feral. You saw it.
At the last, I think I saw her leaving the party with Mercutio. Like, they both looked a little out of sorts. You should go check on her.
Yeah, you said Mercutio?
Yeah, I don't know where Melody was.
How was it? Like, in the sense of, were they like really mad about something, or was it more? I mean, it wouldn't be intimate because it's Mercutio. She wouldn't go for that. I mean, he's Mercutio. He's a playboy. He's a vampire. Yada yada yada. But she wouldn't do anything with him. No.
I don't know. I mean, they seemed close. They're friends. I don't know what you mean by intimate, how intimate they were.
Like, did they look like Samir and Chun? Like, was it kind of like?
I guess sometimes when Samir doesn't know that I'm there, if like they haven't noticed me yet, and they're really close with Chun, it was a little like that. They were just sort of, like off in their own bubble together a little bit while they left.
Huh. Thanks for letting me know. I should go talk to Ivy. Something probably happened, and maybe it was something of like a Reaper nature, because it's I don't understand that. It could be something like that. So I'm gonna go check. Great talking with you. I'm here if you need it. You know where my room is, and then try to fix things up with Chan and Samir. Believe me, Samir, pain in the ass. You'll get used to it. So yeah, I'll see you later.
No, you're a great friend, and I mean, Ivy's really lucky to have a friend like you too. Can I try and accidentally shut Isaac
go.
down?
Shut down.
Do it. I love it.
That is an 11 minus 1 is 10.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna take? Do you have strings?
I don't
on?
think. No.
Oh, so you can just gain a string straight out if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. But congratulations, Isaac. You've been shut down by me.
And you still have his move.
No, she used it.
Oh, you used scanners.
They used it. Yeah, they used it.
They did use scanners. Oh boy.
I don't think I did anything helpful right now. Did I? Oh well.
You're pretty. Not enough.
I'm gonna say no for now. I think.
Okay.
And are you two gonna? Where are both of you heading? Both to breakfast or?
Forget breakfast. I'm beelining it for Ivy. I would grab a hot pocket or something on the way and just start munching on that.
Isaac always has a hot pocket available.
Yeah, functional.
I'm gonna head to the library because I don't want to see Chandrasmir.
Someone was hiding in the library, I believe, weren't they? Okay. So, Chun, you're going to where Ivy is. Are you checking her room, or do you? So I'm basically asking. I'm giving you all to. Chun, do you want to end up in the library with Amara and Ivy and having this very awkward conversation, or do you want to run into someone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Library.
All right. That sounds perfect.
I love you both.
And then Isaac, you're gonna attempt to find Ivy. Do you also? Well, I feel like you're not gonna follow Amara. You don't know yet. But Isaac, do you also want to run into Ivy? And join
Yeah, I
this-
think I would probably go ask people, just like, hey, have you seen
Okay.
Ivy? Have you seen Ivy? Have you
And
seen
then
Ivy?
finally, Melody. Melody, what would you like to do for the rest of your day?
I want to be super feral and run into Isaac.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's
do
do
that
that,
scene
please.
first. Melody
Yeah.
runs into Isaac.
Because Isaac's looking for Ivy, and they share a room, so that makes
boom,
sense.
exactly. That makes a lot of sense. Actually, wait, no, I'm gonna change it up a bit. Chun, I'm gonna have you run into Isaac and Melody because I think going to her room first, this would actually happen. So the two of you convert basically. So Melody, you're just like getting changed, getting ready for the day, etc. Doing the well, others call it the walk of shame, but you know, what do you have to be ashamed of? It was a fun night. It was a great night.
I walked home.
Exactly. You just made a walk. You just had a walk. That was it.
I took a walk in the morning. It was very nice. Good sun.
And as everything's going, Melody, you step out and you see a Chon from one side, Isaac's on the other, and then you see Kaya as well coming from the side. And she looks like a person on the mission. Kaya will get to you first, Melody. He goes, hi Melody, where's Ivy?
I don't know.
Was she in her room this morning?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. This little rumor going around this. Well, I was just worried because some people said that they saw her walk off of
Mercutio.
Yeah, but obviously if you're here, that's fine. I'm sorry to bother you.
Kaya, Melody, have either of you seen Ivy?
She's popular, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Real popular
She
guy.
is.
And
Hey guys, sorry.
so are you, Melody?
Isaac is.
I'm sorry?
Hi, Isaac.
Hey, have you guys seen Ivy?
What's with everyone trying
Very
to find
popular
Ivy?
today. Everyone's looking for Ivy.
Well, nah, it's I heard a stupid rumor that she walked off with Mercutio, which is
What?
dumb.
And you hear Reese call out from behind.
Oh my god. Can no one in this school keep their mouth shut?
What is there to keep shut? It's a rumor. It's not true, right? Right?
Yeah, well,
Well, she
Peachy
was
Keen,
here.
Billy
She's not
Green.
here.
Do you know what she was doing with Mercutio?
Oh my god, why do you even
Not
ask?
in detail.
They were blowing off steam, right? That's what people in a skirmish do. They
If that's what you call it, yes.
It's not like
No.
you walked in, they were both in here, right? Like nothing.
Well, that's exactly what happened, yes.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
so
What?
and Reese goes, Mercutio, like just
Reese, dude,
God damn it!
four's a crowd. You can leave.
All right.
I'm gonna need you to run that back to me again. I think I'm just mishearing.
I said four is a crowd, and that way Reese can leave. It's not that hard.
Mm.
Isaac.
No, not that.
I mean, well, it's 5, right? Because we're
No,
Forget
it
about the
is-
number. Melly, can you please reiterate what you just said?
What's it worth to you?
Are we really doing this right now?
Yes, yes, they are, because this is how they've always done things, because this is who she is. Are you surprised?
Melody, I'm gonna be calm here. What would you like for this information?
And he wants full detail, Kaya says.
She said that she walked in to Ivy and Mercutio, basically in flagrante delicto. Do you need any more information, Isaac? I think I'm actually shutting down Melody right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
go
removal
for it.
yeah.
deal.
Aha, I've noticed that.
You're welcome. Holy crap, that's another 11.
My God, guys.
What do you okay? Does Melody have a string on Chun?
Oh yeah.
One.
They do.
And it's not there anymore.
Take it away.
For now.
For now, that's true.
You can see that Isaac's having there is a point of panic and rage. You can see clearly in his eyes.
Well, I mean, you two are open, right, Melody? So
Look, it's not anyone's fault. Jackass and Jackass 2 over there spiked the punch last night. And I don't mean spiked as in spiked. I mean spiked as in they spiked the alcohol with punch.
Well, I mean,
He's a vampire. Their
Mercutio's-
metabolism is crazy.
Yeah, Ivy's a human. Her metabolism is human.
also, and Kai kind of gets up in your face, Isaac. Also, Ivy is her own woman, so if she wants to go off of a guy, she's perfectly able to. She does, just because you have unresolved feelings, because you dilly dally too long, doesn't mean she was supposed to wait for you all day.
Besides
Kaya?
which, why on earth does it matter?
I mean, it
Because
seems to matter to you.
the school doesn't have anything else to talk about.
School just
Kai,
needs
I'm gonna
to...
need you to stand back just a little bit. Where are we? We're in a hallway, right?
Yeah.
It's like lockers and stuff.
Yes.
I'm just gonna for scenery, I'm gonna begin to crush a locker.
Okay, Isaac, what's going on?
No,
Just
so
explain.
Isaac doesn't just crush a locker. Doesn't like go and start punching on. The locker just starts to crush by itself, and we don't even see Isaac do anything.
Do we know where it came from?
Oh,
Do you know what caused it?
It's pretty easy to like link them. But Isaac isn't betrayed just yet because Isaac hasn't been made. Because I've never made Isaac hopeful. So
It's not that bad, but
Isaac? That's not yours.
I'm glad. Do you think this is the time for jokes? Because that's all you're good for, right? Jokes.
Oh,
shut
for
down,
the
roll,
love-
shut down. Oh my god!
I got a what is it here? That's
the possession
10.
and jealousness. Okay, give a condition, or do you want Melody to lose a string off you, which they don't
Do you
I don't
have.
have a
string?
So you
string.
could take a string. on
I
Melody.
I'll take another lovely string.
Melody, you're just getting bombarded. Like,
I don't get it. I just don't.
you're
I
like,
don't
it wasn't a
understand.
big deal. You didn't really care when Mercutio did it. And Mercutio apparently cared enough, and now everyone else is getting pissed off.
I think we all need to calm down. Because truth is,
I'm perfectly calm.
I'm talking to us as a general. If you averaged us out, we would not be calm right now, as evidenced by that crushed locker over there, Melody.
Only one of us isn't calm.
Elliot's gonna be
Unless you're not
pissed.
calm. Okay, so, right, you're right. Apparently, everyone else needs to calm the fuck down.
Great. Great.
You know what? You're all right. I do need to calm down, and I'm gonna go help. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go find Mercutio to go help me calm down.
No, you're not, Isaac.
What are you gonna do? Face through me?
Isaac, you and I both know that I can cause a lot of damage when I want to.
So can I, buddy.
Not outside my room.
I'm not planning on attacking him outside your room. What I'm saying is,
Good.
that
Go
right
down the
now,
hall and do it.
you're not behaving like an adult. You are behaving like a child whose toy has been stolen from you, and it's not appropriate. I'm gonna call Isaac on his shit.
Okay, boom.
Roll with cold. Okay, so that is an 8 plus. That's another 10. I'm not getting
Goddamn,
XP
son.
this session.
Choose from room for low. Yeah.
Do you have any strings on Ivy?
Oh, no, I do not.
Okay, you're going to choke up. Who do you have strings on?
I
Do you have
got it
strings
on
me?
Melody, Elliot, Christina, you,
Mhm.
Yanni,
Yanni.
and that's
Okay.
it, I think. Yeah.
I think you're going to lose a string on Melody
Okay.
because I don't want you to choke up, breakdown, or bail right now. And that was the only other option. Isaac, Ivy's not your property, nor is she mine, nor is she Melody's or Mercutio's or anyone else's. Not to mention she wasn't in retention of her full faculties last night. So you behaving like how you're behaving is not only not appropriate, it's directly harmful.
DM, can I roll to keep my cool? And if I
Yes.
fail, I'm just gonna go ballistic on
Whoa,
this
whoa,
man.
whoa. Ask that question
Not
again,
on-
Chris. What'd
Say
you
again?
call me? I am not a DM, a GM. I am
Oh,
an
it's a
MC.
GM.
MC.
An MC.
There
I'm
you
sorry,
go.
MC.
It's okay. Perfectly fine. Go ahead and roll with cold.
Oh, I actually did. I got a 10 again.
Awesome.
Okay.
You keep your cool. You know, you're keeping yourself seethed and unseethed and composed. Go ahead and you can basically ask me a question about the situation. And I'll give you +1 forward into acting on that information.
So what was it again? I'm sorry.
You can
Is
ask a
there-
question about the situation, whether it be like the feeling behind it, certain information, and I'll just give it to you. Get a free ask all.
I don't. You know, what am I? Oh no, well, that's a question. Why is Chun trying to stop us from pretty much acting on our feelings? Yeah, why is he being so protective?
I mean that's pretty obvious to you that it's just you're gonna do something violent, like you're feeling angry, you're feeling violent, and to Chun, you know, that's not the correct response for you. You know, Mercutio is still, you know, everyone's kind of ally in this. And you see Chun just trying to keep the peace. He's trying to basically do repairs on what has been a kind of major blow up between all his friends. And
I'm
nice.
Breathe for a second and kind of go. I love that you're playing peacemaker, but you're doing a pretty shit job as you're not there. And also, Amara, if I don't know if you know, it's been feeling a little left out, especially with your jackass of a boyfriend
shut
saying
down.
a lot of weird stuff.
Partner.
Oh, is this a fail? Please. That's a 5. It's a fail. Yay!
All right, you're going to take the condition. It's gonna be a double. You're entitled jackass because then that's kind of what you're coming across out to everyone right now. You know, you're angry and you're in your feelings, and that's understandable. But Isaac's being a little rude. His rude dudeness from season 1 is starting to bubble from the surface. Also, Kaya looks, and as soon as you mention something against Samir, Kaya actually slaps you. Not doing any harm, but she goes, "How dare you, Isaac? How dare? You don't own Ivy. You don't own anyone. All right? She's not entitled to return your feelings, and you are damn well not entitled to her. And also, you don't get to say that to Chun. Chun didn't hurt you, and if you're feeling hurt, that's perfectly valid, and that's something that you need to talk out with and figure out. But you do not take that shit on other people. You're better than that. You wanted to say that you're at the beginning of this year that you were going to be a better person and you were done with this shit, but you're just regressing back to your old ways." Being an entitled
Okay.
jackass.
He laughs to himself. This is unfucking believable. You know what? I won't go find my Kisha. All of you have a great fucking day. And fuck you, and especially fuck you. And I walk out.
Who's they especially
Well-
fuck you to?
Kaya.
Wow, he has not changed at all.
Side note, I'm gonna go fight Time Money.
Okay. You're gonna
Melody
fight or
walked away
find?
without a word.
Fine.
Okay, they said fight, and I was like, oh boy.
You know, I'm not insane. I'm not gonna fight Time Money. You kidding me?
All right, you're gonna go find Time Money. And Melody, you're just gonna leave.
Yeah, Melody's just walking away.
How the hell did one hop do this amount of nonsense? And I'm gonna go back on my mission to find Ivy.
Kaya's gonna it's gonna follow you if you allow her.
What?
Ivy's my friend too.
Is everyone being slipped the Mickey tonight? What is going on?
I don't know. I'm just concerned. I wanted to talk to my friend.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like... Isaac is acting like an entitled jackass. Melody is pretending that they're not jealous when they clearly are. Samir yelled at Amara last night. I don't understand any of it. Everything was going well, and suddenly it's a mess.
It's really crazy, isn't it? How, I don't know. I guess seeing how put together Mantra is kind of really exposes all the cracks and flaws. I don't know if it's like everyone acting up lately. I think this stuff was always there. We just ignored it. And now
They've got to be gumming up the works somehow. They're grifters. It's what they do. And that way they're the solution. Makes perfect sense.
I saw Professor Morrison talking to Isaac yesterday, and I saw one of the members talking to Amara as well. I mean, talking to a lot of people. Lucida was also with them. They might know more. I just don't know.
I'm gonna go find my friend. And I'm gonna hope and pray to God that somehow this stops. What do they want? And on that point, it's just like constant just thinking as I search through the halls.
And we're gonna go ahead and good old cut to Amara and Ivy. Ivy, you're in the library, studying away. There's a few students here and there. Professor Patel is on duty right now as the library basically steward, and everyone's kind of keeping to themselves. And then you see as Amara walks in. And Amara, you kind of walk in to get away from everything, and boom, here is the source, one of the powder kegs herself, sitting in the library. And you kind of feel drawn to her. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over there and say, "Hey, Ivy, do you mind if I sit with you? Do you mind if I ask you a question?"
Sorry. Yeah. Feel free. I have some questions for you too, Amara, actually.
Okay, but I mean, it's not my question, but are you okay? You look a little rough.
It's just the passage of, I guess, adulthood, I guess. That's what they call it nowadays. You make mistakes, and now you reap the consequences.
What mistakes? mistakes did you make? I'm sorry, was that too personal? You don't have to answer that. But it helps to talk sometimes.
No, I just want to. I just want to turn off my mind for a bit from this situation. And basically, what I'm trying to do or trying to get back to is trying to get my work mode back on. So I think I am a bit distracted and my boss will not be happy.
Oh, I didn't realize that students could have jobs still. Am I supposed to have a job?
You can have a job if you want to, like a part-time job after work for extra money, but yeah, you can. We're allowed to. Um, my current job is to basically help you figure out why you and the mirror thing last time. And I kind of got sidetracked with the whole mixer thing.
Yeah, the mixer was great. Did you have a good time? I mean,
Did
you
you?
looked a little upset when you were walking out, but before that, like,
Well, yeah, it's not really my scene. I mean, I'm not usually the party person. I don't usually go around talking to large crowds of people. That's not me. But did you have fun?
oh, yeah, I mean, it was really, talking with Mantra was really nice, and I'm surprised that you think you're not, like, a party person. I mean, it seems like everyone flocks to you so much.
It's called the bad luck magnet. Uh, no, I'd prefer to not be around people, but it's I guess it's part of who I am now. I just attract people. Great. Talking. Great. Are you good with talking to people?
Uh, do I like it or am I good at it?
Like,
I'm not sure either way.
yes, we're on the same boat, right? Kind of awkward. I guess you just need more practice with talking, or we just both need practice with talking, but I don't think it's something you learn within a week or a year or a few hundred years in another realm.
Do you have a few hundred years in another realm? Do you age?
What? No, I have just found out that I don't. So I basically stuck like this, where I never even got my growth spurt. It's great. I'm stuck in time. Great.
No, that's so great. That means you have so much time to like learn and practice. I was just talking with Isaac. Oh, Isaac is looking for you, by the way. He seemed a little
What?
upset too.
Why is Isaac looking for me?
I don't know. I mean, I told him about like you when you left the party, how it was like you and Mercutio and you looked a little upset, and I think that he was worried about you. Yeah, I mean, he seems like a really good friend.
Oh no. Um, no. How do I explain this? More like a semester ago, like I really like Isaac, but he was kind of stuck. Well, I found out that he was still stuck with liking his ex girlfriend who's dead. So I just
Bit of a deal breaker.
I get yeah. Okay. And things happen, and I guess I just fell. off. I wish things were different, but now I think I made a bigger mess. No!
And everyone kind of turns and looks as you just go, no, like, and kind of like shout it a little bit. And Patel's like,
Oh,
shh.
sorry. But yeah, I can't face him right now, but did Isaac look angry by any chance? Did he?
I mean, he mostly just looked sort of determined, I think, to go talk with you. Worried about you, maybe?
Yeah, I mean that would make sense. He didn't really like me. He didn't really reciprocate my feelings, so I guess he's just worried as a friend. Now, you see where he was going?
I mean, I think he went off towards your room, probably.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
What's the matter? I mean, if Melody there? Like, she can help him find you?
Oh no! As I'm hurriedly like picking up my stuff and like running out of this place. I'm sorry, Amara. Like I'll catch up with you. Let's have lunch like next time. Like I'll give you my egg and stuff. Yeah.
And then you run right into, almost bearing over this young little girl as you see Dr. Sue Superior.
Oh.
Meeting time.
Yes.
Awesome. And she snaps, and there is like black fire around you as you're brought into the infernal offices as she uses Gateway to bring you both to the headquarters of the underworld.
Am I in trouble?
Yes and no.
Oh no.
Yes, you're in trouble. But not by me. If that makes any sense. So, you remember what I talked about in class the other day?
Yeah.
Do you, Miss Valencia? What was I talking about? You're amazing. You know that? You're just a bundle of just attention, and you make me proud of everything that you do. I hope you know that. Okay, I was talking about apocalyptic triggers, extinction events, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? We have a way to monitor that. It's called a Doomsday Clock, and she points to the wall of clocks behind her. And speaking of whatever plane you are, whatever subset, the clock has different settings for each of them. You know, and this, and she pulls out, this is Gehenna Academy's clock, and it's ticking. And you know, it's very, very close to midnight, like maybe a couple 5 minutes off. It was at 8 minutes yesterday, and now it's dropped down to 5. So what does that tell you?
That we keep on just pushing the triggers and pushing this whole
We are
doomsday
getting
closer.
close to an apocalyptic event for the Academy. there is an extinction. There is a trigger in Gehenna Academy.
How do we find these triggers?
Well, that's what your job is. I guess do I need to tell you how to do your job? All right, seriously, all training aside, all beratement aside, this is your newest assignment. I need you to figure out what the fuck's going on with the school. I need you to investigate Mantra. I think that's a very obvious change in linchpin in all of this, but I don't know what side they're on. I can't just judge them. I can't just go in without any evidence. I need to know whether or not they're guilty, or somehow have a hand in creating whatever event is about to happen. So, your official orders are as such. Investigate and figure out what's going on with Mantra.
I got it.
I trained you for a reason. We need to do this. Because Gehenna Academy is a very special place. And if Gehenna Academy goes down, well, that's going to advance the minutes on every other clock in this goddamn wall.
And look at the rows and rows of clocks.
I'll give you this size. When this stuff happened last year at Yoni, the clock was at 7 minutes.
Now it's at 5.
Now it's at 5. Get your
I got
sight.
it.
Go on the case. I don't care what you need to do. You have full support from the oldest house.
I'll do my utmost best. Or else this whole world is doomed.
Yeah. I don't know about the world just yet, but it'll be pretty fucked. I hope you understand.
I got it.
And, your aura is glowing. Did you have fun with that mixer? Ah, yes, indeed. Well, if you can put away your gallivanting and bedfellows for just a couple of days to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
I remember when I was your age once. Such a long time ago. Stupid. Perhaps even in love. And she kind of leans back in her chair. Puts her like, you know, her feet up, which just have these big boots on. Not that they're big, but they're just comically big on her. Because she's a child. She's still in that yellow, like, rain slick coat. What? You don't think I was your age once? You don't think I was at your point? Don't let the appearance fool you. I chose to look like this after a while. And then just kind of stuck.
Wait, so I can get stuck if I did
Yeah, I mean, you're still going to age. Eventually, you're going to stop aging. But other stuff can happen. Sometimes you can get into a fight with a chronomancer and it reverts you to age permanently, and that's just the scars you carry from that battle.
No.
And then sometimes, if you forget your humanity, you end up like Luis. Yeah, he's a big... He looks like a skeleton with skin.
Yeah.
Reapers can be monsters.
Yeah.
Reapers can be innocent. Reapers can be whatever they need to be.
I've got a lot to learn then. Note to self, not get into a fight with a chronomancer.
Don't get into a fight with a chronomancer. You will probably not survive, and if you do, it will be horrible.
Yeah.
But I'm serious. This whole awkward act, you need to shape up and real quick. You need to let this organization trust you or something. You need to start busting down doors. You need to start holding people up and demanding information. I don't care how you do it. If you scorch earth it, just stop it. Just get these minutes back to a safe place.
I got it. I won't let the oldest house down.
That'd be very good. Especially because they're breathing down my neck now. I'll be watching. And she flicks her fingers and you go up in smoke once more as you appear. Basically, you appear right in front, like kind of in the main area of the academy, right in front of Chun and Kaya.
Sometimes I think the school just hates me. So, how are you?
What
How
the
are
hell?
things?
Kaya says.
Fucking hell.
Is that one of your powers?
Yeah.
Wait, does she know? Or do I? Am I? How much does? Who have you told?
If you don't think I would know that my best friend's a Reaper.
Just
I don't
the
know. I
close-
was told to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. Just keep it quiet. Just the closest people around me knows, because it's kind of suspicious when I'm suddenly bringing out swords and swinging and stuff. And
Do you want to talk about what happened last night?
that was a mistake.
You didn't know that you were going to get drunk when you drank the punch. It's not entirely your fault.
Yeah, but it was still my mistake.
You want me to hurt Mercutio? I mean, he's a vampire, he's pretty strong, but I could try.
Kai, do you just want to fight everyone?
No, I don't. I'm actually doing really good right now. I'm just trying to be here for my friends. The only person I kind of want to fight is Isaac.
Wait, why, Isaac?
Because he's behaving like a righteous, pretentious dickhead.
Because he doesn't realize that you're not his. You're you.
I think he realizes that she's not his. I think he doesn't realize that that can mean that she can be with anyone she chooses and does not have to be alone, because the options aren't just him or nothing.
That's weird, because Isaac didn't like me back. He made that clear last semester.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for graduate. You weren't here for the last day when Isaac tried to find you. He was like searching all up for you on the day of the funeral that you didn't attend. See what happens when you go away for Reaper training? Everything happens.
I mean, I took one day to hang out in the cave because weird things were happening there, and suddenly everyone's had a party and breaking up with each other and sleeping with other people. So clearly none of us should leave for any period of time. We should just stay here and watch everyone else lest they go nuts. I'm
I
very
need a
stressed out.
hug.
Yeah. I just wrap one arm around Ivy.
Kaya joins in. Well, let's look on the bright side. Was it fun with Mercutio?
Oh, you can't just ask that.
I mean, it was your first. Oh my god.
Shut up!
Okay, sorry.
Kaya!
We're all friends. It's okay. Look, it happened, and it's okay if you own up. Own up to if you enjoyed it. That's great. That's awesome.
Look, everyone was a virgin once. I was 100 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I can't remember half of it. But it was, I guess, intense. But that's not the problem right now. My number one problem is
Little
that
jelly, not
is
to
that
lie.
Gehenna Academy is doomed, and I need to figure out why it's doomed. And apparently, the cult has something to do with it. And now, my boss is breathing down my neck.
Gehenna Academy's
mean-
always doomed.
Yeah, last time there was a
No,
serial
no.
killer Fae, and now this time there's a
No,
creepy
but
cult.
it's apparently even worse now because like my boss now has this like doomsday clock that they're talking about. I don't know why they chose a clock when you can have a meter like threat level. You know, easier to look
It-
at. Instead,
I
they
mean, it
chose a
comes around the
clock.
World War. It's this whole thing. I learned the buttons. Look, last time she was talking about the world ending too. Literally, she said that twice, once.
Yeah,
There's gotta be
something
an
like that.
explanation why this keeps happening.
this
It's
is
because there's a
Gehenna
bunch
Academy.
of us in the
right?
same room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently, Mantra's an even bigger threat than Yoni.
Yeah, because it's a cult. Cults are not only creepy; they do a lot of damage.
They're a organization too. They're a big group.
And they were talking to a lot of people at that mixer. I'm telling you, I'm seeing a lot of people start to like have their reading material. Some people might even putting on some blue shirts soon. It's
All
still
I'm gonna say is,
manageable, but
I mean, I none of you lived through the time where cults were like a big fad. Shit happened.
Bad.
What they need to, okay, so they find a problem and make themselves out to be the only solution to that problem. It's classic cult behavior. So we need
How
to
do we
figure out.
combat it?
We need to provide people with alternatives. We need to expose their participants in this mess, whatever it is, and we need to expose what they really want out of it. Because the truth is about cults is they don't care about their average person; they're just numbers to them. It's the one on top always has something else that they want, whether it's power or respect or drugs. Worse.
Luca's looking into them as well. We're supposed to be working together, so can investigate them and expose them. But I don't know how many people would actually accept the truth that we have exposed, because they're too far along their delusion.
I mean, that's the thing. They call it deprogramming for a reason. You've got to take some time. You've got to wear people down, make them realize things slowly, break them in. The thing about cults is they become the easy answer. Everyone's heard about something, but if you provide an easy answer for them, that's where they immediately gravitate towards. Breaking them out of that behavior, though, that's different. You got to make people see truth. So we can't just expose them. We have to do it slowly and intentionally. You have to let them think they're winning while seeding doubt in the minds of literally everyone around them. What did Luca find out?
Well, she's found they have found out a lot of things about past members.
Lucas found out
But
a lot of shit. You hear
yeah,
calling from behind you. As you see,
Is it Luca?
Yeah, Lucita, Luca, whatever nickname you choose to call them.
And Luca speaks in the third person about themselves now. Is that also a new thing?
No, Lucas just overheard you, and
Couldn't resist a good entrance line.
of course, I am I do dabble in the theatrics.
I mean, honestly, ever since the name change, you've just become more yourself. It's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a gift, I guess.
Okay, so what did you find out?
And she pulls out a notebook. I found registries of Mantra members who officially signed up in the past couple of years. I want you, they're in alphabetical order. I wanted you to look at the last page of that list. And she kind of gives you the book. Or they give
I don't need to. It's Yoni, isn't it? It's Yone, isn't it?
And you open, sure enough, and you look, and one of the last names you see Yone. Yone
I
Crummy.
really hate being right sometimes. You know that?
With age comes wisdom.
Your I couldn't help but overhear your apocalypse event never ended last year. It just progressed more.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Oh, it's awesome. Awesome. That's great. Okay, so where are the bodies now?
So
Great.
Yone got murdered last year.
Yeah.
Does that mean did Mantra do it? Did Mantra kill him?
I think what Mantra did is they just set up Yone to fail. That's the big thing, right? Like I said, they create a problem and then they swoop in and fix it. We need to find what they said to Yone. We need to find more about Yone. Oh God, not that guy. I hate going to their brain. It's icky in there.
I mean, Yone's dead though.
I mean, ask this one. I like nod my head towards Ivy.
He's the victim
Death
in all
does
this then.
Not necessarily. I mean, if you give power to a serial killer to make them do damage, they're
We
still
don't know
serial
who the
killer.
serial killer is. That's always the big issue, right? And this is where you kind of remember that Luca is not in on all the secrets that happened last semester. That's something that you've been told to take to your grave.
Well,
I mean, this isn't my secret to share. You remember that. Like you pointed out, I wasn't there, so.
is there a way to find out if even if somebody's dead?
What do you mean?
I think there's one person who would know.
Who's not dead?
I guess I'm going to look into the darkness again. Great.
What is your question?
Where is Superior?
No, not my boss. No, please.
I rolled a 5, but I get a +2, so that's a 7.
Your
Scary
gaze,
vision.
Your gaze starts, and then you don't even need the gaze because you see, you hear someone like call out to you from your mind, and go, "I'm over here, dumbass," and you see, Professor Susan Perrier sitting on one of the edges of the staircases.
Yeah, well, you can teleport, so.
Nope, I can just walk really, really fast and quietly. I can move so slow that even it appears like I'm invisible to the naked eye. And she bites a chip.
I mean, all I need is for someone to call my name.
How poetic.
Yeah. We need to speak to Yone, or find out what they knew.
He's long gone. He tried to wield an abomination of magic. That's above my pay grade. His soul
can you-
is long out of this realm.
Out of this realm, sure.
Look, I could do a lot, but I do not have the clearance for that.
So get it. Yone's wrapped up in this mantra stuff as much as we are.
Do you know all
And if
the
we're gonna
amount of paperwork I'm gonna even I have to do to even attempt such a thing?
That's your job. I'm gonna call Susan on her shit now. Great. It's just digging my own grave over here. That's exactly what I wanted out of my return. Woo, 13.
She doesn't have any strings.
Oh, the only option is choke up, break down, or bail. Then shit.
Yeah, God.
She goes,
Choke
"Well,
up, choke up. I'd like to apologize to everyone.
She's.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Not my fault.
You need to find me evidence that Mantra's somehow behind this, and then we can maybe talk.
I take the book I was holding, literally a member,
Okay,
and they
does it mean
swoop in
anything?
just afterward. It does mean a lot. It's enough circumstantial evidence to
I
get a
need
warrant.
more. You don't understand. The oldest house needs more probable cause than that. I can't condemn an entire organization and authorize a raid unless I have better proof.
You don't need to condemn an organization. We just need to find out where Yone went so we can talk to them. We don't need to move them. I don't mind walking to hell or wherever people go.
You can't walk to hell. That's such a dumb idea. You have to take the ferry. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to get reborn when I died.
Yeah. Everyone has something they need to do. Some people want paradise. Some people want, need to spend their times in Elysium. Some people want to fight forever. Some people are supposed to get,
My point is that we don't need to move them. We just need to go to them. I need you to find out where they went. We need to find you to find out where they went so we can talk to them about all this.
All right. Well, it's going to take me some time. So
Okay, that's fine. We'll look for more evidence, but that's they're a witness.
And
Witness?
who's in this conversation? It's Chan, it's Ivy, it's Kaya. All right, and it's Susan Perrier. I'm gonna ask a question. Amara
Oh, and Luca.
and Luca. You left the library. Did you happen to walk into this conversation? And when I mean walk in, did you happen to stumble upon it?
Sure.
So, but the question is, are you listening from afar?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to,
Eavesdropping.
Ivy
you don't want to interrupt.
ran out and I don't want to interrupt Sean, so I'm just at a distance.
And no one seems to notice you. But elsewhere, Melody, you get a strange feeling, a connection to the various people around you, as you can suddenly switch between their views. You see Isaac pacing the hall angry. You see random people walking around talking to people. You see point of views that you never saw before. You get a very interesting shot of a couple mid-coitus, and you quickly change from that. But remember, maybe you should look into that later. Who knows? But eventually, you do settle on this conversation happening through eyes that you're not sure who they are. But whoever they are listening in, and they are getting the good deeds.
So, do I hear the entire conversation?
I'll say you hear everything from when Luca got there.
Okay. Cool. Just
And
gonna listen.
Susan leaves, kind of fading out of existence.
I mean, if you want to go to the underworld, I am pretty sure I can bring you guys along.
It's not just about going to the underworld. We need to find out where in the underworld they are, because I can't be there for long. Most of us can't.
We need if my boss can find where he is, then or they are, then I could bring us there without incurring any other penalties or any other fee from the ferry. because I got my own ride perks.
So we know what we need to do. But one of us has also got to talk to Professor Morrison. Look, the classic move is for someone to infiltrate that kind of organization. And no offense, I've been speaking up about it negatively for way too long for people to fall for me just suddenly saying, "Yay, mantra!"
I don't think that I guess I can go, but I don't think Melody would like that very much after what happened.
I think both of us just trail off our thought and look at Kaya.
Oh, hell no. Like,
Oh, wow.
and Luca looks at Kaya. You can't be... You want me to...
Yeah.
I tend to have bad things with people that can possibly control my mind.
Which means you're more than adequately defended against them as opposed to someone who isn't.
Because you get aware that it's happening.
Oh my god.
Think about it for a second. The most pig-headed person we know, Isaac, fell in with their lot.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sometimes I forget that I see things that other people don't. There are attachments, right, between two people, which is how I know how you slept with Mercutio, and how, yeah. There's strings, lines, which is why I need to go talk to Amara. There's lines between Amara and Melody and Isaac, all leading to up towards something in the sky. Mantra. Yeah.
Divide and conquer.
Well, it hasn't
We're
gotten
looking
too
for-
bad yet. But there's still time.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean, you're looking for Amara, and I'm gonna look for Isaac because what?
Yeah, I think
I don't know if that's a good idea.
he's fallen off the deep end, honestly. I mean, signing up with Mantra is one thing, but dude crushed a locker when he found out that you slept with one vampire.
Then it's best to straighten this up as soon as possible than him getting even falling further into his
So
thoughts.
So if you did that,
Mm-hmm.
are Melody and Mercutio broken up then?
I do not know. I do not know. Melody looked jealous, for sure. But I didn't see Mercutio, and I didn't...
Kai, you don't... Kai's like, do you like Mercutio? I mean, I guess you must have.
When people do stuff when they're drunk, they don't necessarily mean it. I don't believe that whole
he's
Pino Veritas thing.
attractive, but I
I mean, he's okay.
He did help a lot last semester. He also is really quick to violence, is able to go to violence like Ivy is.
You know, he's got a very symmetrical face. That's got to be
They're
it.
both on the skirmish team. You kind of go back and forth. This could work.
No, it could not work.
He doesn't get
We're
jealous.
not shipping. We are not shipping Ivy with people.
He doesn't-
I'm gonna go
he
before
doesn't
this gets
yeah,
worse.
and you hear like he doesn't think that Ivy's entitled to him. That's already a big bonus.
Have anyone asked Ivy about the... Wait, where did she go?
She did the thing.
I blame you. Blame you.
Look, Ivy knows what's going on. She could... Can't believe I'm gonna have to do this. Oh my god. Oh, wait. We should talk to Robin.
Robin?
Yeah, she's the Fae ambassador. Alright, she knows about certain things that we're not allowed to talk about. And she would probably be very, very interested in this information, knowing that Monsterheart was attempting to court the Fae Prince.
Or they could shut us out, like the Fae have. They blocked Melody out of home because they wouldn't lie. That's messed up.
I'm just saying though, if anyone would have ground to have beef and take her and get payback, it would be her and them. Right?
I don't want this situation to get more out of control than it already is. I think we stay quiet about it for now.
It's already out of control.
See, you say that, but it could get worse.
Okay, yeah, but it also could get better. And if we're trying to take down an organization like this, it's gonna get really tough, really fast.
So when we need them, we ask them. Until then, we stay quiet.
Okay.
Now go make up some problems so you can feed him to Mantra.
All right. I'm worried.
Get upset that you don't have a partner or something.
Hey,
They seem like
that's
free-loving
personal
people.
choice.
Fine. Be upset. Don't actually pick something that you're really upset about,
And
because
I
that
actually
will.
have a date for the formal. Thank you very much.
Great for you. Who is it?
I'm going with Elliot.
I mean, Elliot seems nice.
Yeah, he's a dumbass, but he's like a nice dumbass.
His face is very symmetrical.
Yeah. And you know what? He doesn't also think he's entitled to me, too, which is another bonus. Alright, I'm beating around the bush here.
Yeah, go.
Alright. And Luca... And I guess I'll just keep doing what I've been doing.
I need to go find Amara.
You probably should also... You need to calm down Isaac as well. Or someone needs to.
If I see Isaac again, Isaac's going to try to kill me. And that man does not realize how powerful I am here.
Isaac's the same as me, alright? But Isaac doesn't have the experience I've had. And let me tell you, when I say if it gets to a boiling point, it would be dangerous.
I get
will
that
be in
Isaac is a
danger.
bundle of emotions, but that doesn't excuse how his behavior.
I know, I completely agree with you. But what I'm saying is, for the good of the people around you, you need to make sure that he doesn't explode. Because if he explodes, he's going to literally rip the flesh off of someone probably without even trying. Look,
One of these days, we're going to have a discussion about how that happened to begin with. But fine, I will go find Amara, I will talk to Amara, and then I'll talk to Isaac, and everything will be okay.
All right. You can... I'm hopeful about all this, all right? I'm hopeful it'll turn out okay. Just hope.
I'm not. This is a mess. And I'm more worried by the second.
It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Well, let's get going. See ya. And I rush off to find Amara.
And I think from here is a good place to take a quick break. And then we can come back, resume, and do our last final clip scenes. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Get some popcorn, go on your bio break, get some water. We'll be right back with more Gehenna Academy.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I'll be fucked up if you can't be guided. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love, and it's been difficult for me to trust. And I'm afraid that I'ma fuck it up. Ain't no way that I could leave you stranded, 'cause you ain't never left me empty-handed. And you know that I can't live without you. So baby, stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I'll be fucked up if you can't be right. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love, and it's been difficult for me to trust. And I'm afraid that I'ma fuck it up. Ain't no way that I could leave you stranded, 'cause you ain't never left me empty-handed. And you know that I can't live without you. So baby, stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I'll be fucked up if you can't be right. I do the same thing I told you that
Hello, everyone. We are back with more Gehenna Academy. Oh, wow. This is real bare. Music's out of it. Time to go with some music. Put it back on. Let's resume back. Where did we leave off? I think the scene we're going to go to now is we're going to go to Isaac. Isaac, you said you were hoping to run into Reese and Time Money?
Yeah. Try to get the both of them. If I can't, then I can just Reese.
You
but
find them, yeah, you find them both. They're chilling, they're having their usual doing homework and just talking, watching TV in the common area. Or no, they're doing it in their room, but like you know how they do it in college where like their doors are open so anyone can walk in.
Okay. I guess I will kind of knock
On the door. Hey, Isaac, Time Money goes. What's up?
Hey,
How
guys.
you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Hey, you mind if we
a like fist bump?
You gotta give it back. Hey, can I talk with you guys for a second?
Yeah. You need the door closed?
Yeah, if you mind.
He closes the door. Reese looks up. He looks pissed. Oh, don't
How you
mind him.
doing?
He's just moody.
How you doing, Reese?
Had better days, not gonna lie, but
So, you heard the news, huh?
shit, it's everyone's we're talking about. You know, I was gonna like ask for the formal. Look,
Yeah,
man,
bro.
you and everybody else, brother. Ty says coming in. It'll be okay. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
Well, Ty, Money is right, or he is
See?
right, but there is the slight complication. Mercutio. I feel that.
He's like, what a fucking the swipe of a century, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
That
Who would have
dude-
thought?
Yeah, that dude could have. I guess when they say that guy could have any person he wants, they mean it.
Reese, how do you feel about Mercutio right now? Just be honest with me.
I'm pissed off.
How pissed off are you?
Pretty fucking angry, and he like points to like the singe hole on his wall. Look, man, just because you try to make out with her at the one game and that happened, doesn't mean that you were in any way. She didn't give you any other answers before that, so I don't know why you're acting like that. Shut up, Ty. I'm just saying.
He's right, Ty. You see, I understand your pain, Reese. I feel it just as you. And I think, just a thought, nothing more. Maybe Mercutio should be taught a lesson.
Ty Money does not think that's Ty funny. Isaac, do you have any idea what you're suggesting? No, maybe he's got a point there, Ty. No! There is no
Ty.
point. If you can choose whoever she wants to choose, okay? We don't. What the fuck? We're in college.
It's not about that, Ty. It's a matter of Mercutio. He thinks he can just do whatever he wants, just with no consequences.
You're building bridges across really big gaps here, man.
Look, and I put my hand on his shoulder. Ty, look at me, man. Would I steer you wrong? Believe me, can't you think for a moment? Has Mercutio ever been kind to you? Has he ever swiped something that you felt was yours? And I think I want to try to dominate.
Cool. So you're gonna turn him on with volatile.
Actually, with cold, because I have mind over matter.
That you do.
What is happening? Ooh, yes, daddy. I got, if I'm not mistaken, that's a 11.
All right. So, not only do they give you a string on a 10 and up, they must follow one short-term command of your choice.
Kind of look him deep in the eyes and kind of whisper in his ear, maybe we should get together and beat his ass.
And you see the kind of light kind of flicker through time on his eyes as like it changes from like his usual, what is it, blue, right? Tell me his blue eyes as I check the his gray eyes and turn to like almost like a purple. Yeah, we should beat his ass. He did betray my friends. And he needs to be taught a lesson. Yeah, I totally endorse this. Time money is not having being Thai funny right now.
What do you say, Reese?
Beat his ass.
Do you want to beat his ass? Together, the trio.
Reese says, aye. That sounds like something I can do.
Let's have some chaos.
We can get the rest of the skirmish team too. Let's do a little. Let's teach someone what happens when you break the bro code, as it were.
I like that idea. I'm gonna go get something from my room, but you know where my Marcucci is gonna be?
No.
Somewhere isolated, hopefully.
I'm sure we can find him eventually. If he got kicked out of Melody's room, then he's probably with Jaime in their room. You know, they do room together.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Pretend like it's a friendly skirmish thing, and when I'm there.
And Reese starts like pumping iron. He's like, "Yeah, I just need to do my sets in."
Yeah, don't forget those push-ups. You're gonna need them.
And like almost in response, Ty's like, "Yup," and just starts doing push-ups.
See you later, boys. And he kind of walks out the room. Just very jolly to himself.
Wait, hold up. I need to ask a question to the audience. On a scale from 1 to 3, 0 to 3, I should say, how many shirts were on in that room?
The one, Isaac's.
Yeah.
If.
If.
Oh wait, lumberjack. Oh, it's always on. It's always you go lumberjack
But only
shirt.
the flannel, only the open flannel.
Only the flannel. Yeah, it's just.
This is also homoerotic. I just.
Welcome to Gehenna
I
Gaming,
love it.
where we do
I love
horror and
it.
gay.
You know what?
I love
Okay,
it.
You're not. I'm just gonna like. I had it chosen for Amara, but like so much has happened. I'm just gonna give you what you want, Chris. You're gonna lose the condition hopeful, and you're.
Oh yes. So I have to roll, right?
Go. Yes.
All right. This is with dark.
But you don't lose all strings on Amara because you don't have strings, and because it wasn't Amara's fault. But we're gonna say we're gonna move actually. So you're not betrayed. You're betrayed by Ivy.
Okay. And then we roll here.
So lose all strings on Ivy. But you don't have any.
And I got a 9.
Give them one more string on you. Take 1 harm from psychic feedback, or trigger your darkest self.
I'm gonna trigger my darkest self. Fuck
Okay, the Fury's going to darkest self. Can you read your darkest self, dear old
Yes,
Isaac?
sir. Nobody loves you. Nobody ever will. They only pretend to like you so they could hurt you even more. There's nothing left for you here but revenge. So burn it all down. Smash everything to pieces. Rip their secrets out and lay it bare for the world to see. You escape your darkest self when you are confronted by someone who has never hurt you, excluded, or betrayed you, or are shown an act of kindness that seems genuine.
And when you are your darkest self, your fury moves are amplified. You can affect groups of victims in an immediate area. I love how it's called it groups of victims. And your destructive powers can affect large structures like buildings.
I will say that when he enters his darkest self, you can see that his eyes that are purple begin to sort of glow, kind of more of a neonish purple color, and veins begin to pop up on his side.
And it definitely is hell. Yeah, and I think we're gonna go really quick to Melody to kind of end out our last two scenes. Melody, you're heading for Morrison, right?
Mhm.
Professional. Awesome. And you're like kind of wondering from it. You're like, why can I hear? You're like, why can I hear heavy metal music? Or just a little bit more wall breaking as Isaac leaves the scene. And yeah, you make your way over to Professor Morrison's office. And you do the whole like knock on the door.
Mhm.
He looks up. Ah, Melody, my dear. How do you fare today? I was very proud to hear your ascendance.
Thank you. I just wondered if I could have some advice.
Of course, that's what I'm here for. Take a seat. Close the door, please.
They do. And sit down.
It is often terms for a shepherd to tend to his flock, a father to make sure their family is okay. What can I do for you?
There's a lot going on at the moment. And I don't quite know why people don't trust mantra.
It is people can't understand. When people can't understand things, they tend to shun it. They don't like things that are different, things that shake up their ecosystem, that tell them that there are different truths. They're hesitant to change, of course. But that's okay. That is the troubles, that is the trials that each of us go through.
Is there something more to mantra that I don't know?
What do you mean? Ah, you're speaking of your things talked about in your ascendance.
Hmm.
Understandable. Things must be opening up to you. Understanding of you.
Yes. People are talking about being doomed.
Well, we are all born in a state of doom. But together, with mantra, we can build roads to salvation. And I think we cut back to the night before, as you're talking with Sylvester, kind of after everything that's happened between you two, and you both are just laying with one another. And I think this is where we can trigger your sex mobility.
Melody's question is, or what she asks for is, can you promise to tell me why you were exiled at some point?
I was exiled because I fell in love with someone outside my ranking and stature. And when our affair was found, I was cast from my home. And not only that, I was forced to see my loved one get so close to me and yet always out of my reach.
Who?
And as you're doing, Sylvester's like holding you and like playing with your hair and everything, and with like our under the makeshift covers or whatever's lying around. Please don't think any differently of me. I'd fallen in love with the prince. It should be known now that he's an expert at manipulating, expert at getting people to see what he wants to see. And I would lie if I said I didn't care for him at one point when we were both in the Fey realm. But they just watched while I was exiled. They didn't say anything, they didn't speak up, they didn't try to reaffirm me anything. They just let it happen. And then they came to that your academy. And they were just out of reach. Sure, they tried to find me, they tried to sign. And so I left. I went to another town. I met up with Mantra. And of course they tried to follow me at one point. They tried to get in with Mantra, but they never made it past initial meetings, to be honest. Even tried to register for us. I'm sure the name is somewhere still in our registries. But they weren't Mantra. They couldn't understand it.
I understand.
I know that might be hard to hear and understand, but
Considering what they became, I don't blame you.
I guess I consider myself lucky I got out while I could.
You only did a lot more damage than we think,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Isn't it always more than we think? But things are better. Things are great now. I have a family and I have you. And just so it's understood, this is not the normal initiation rites.
I was going to ask.
I don't do this with everyone. I mean, the anointing of blood, yes. Because then you notice like you're all covered in like the markings of blood, like both of you are, but everything else, that usually doesn't happen. I think it's time for you to understand what Mantra's about. There is a way to become greater than we are.
Mm-hmm.
Stronger. Powerful. People, we can seize our own destiny. That's what Mantra's about. But the only way to do that is to it's basically to find, we must essentially absorb power. There are many ways to do this. Certain rituals, but we found the best way is to eat. Only the higher members really know about this. And eventually everyone will, but people don't really understand the way we see things.
I don't understand.
You will eventually. We can show you. And we are preparing a ritual soon. We're just... Things need to get to its eventual... Things need to happen first. But Melody, you're part of something greater now. You're a paragon. And if we're successful in this, we can... Absolutely all of us, we could ascend to levels we never thought are possible. We won't need the Fey Court after all this. We can make this realm our heaven. I know it sounds like a fantasy, but it's very possible. It just is going to take a lot of effort. And unfortunately some sacrifices on our end through our time and commitment. But I was never lying to you about that. You always knew that was what happens.
Yes.
And I was afraid if I told you everything at the beginning, then maybe you would just be scared and run away because we hadn't had the time to make you understand or help you understand. But now, I feel so connected to you. I really feel like you could be the one. You could be one of the paragons of this organization like us. And he is going to ask a promise of you. Will you stand with me hand in hand?
Yes.
And he kind of interlocks his fingers with yours. We're going to get there. We're going to find paradise together. And he kind of like, he like hugs you close, like probably like spooning or something at this point, and he's like kind of whispering this in your ear. Your partner will not be happy about this. Don't get me wrong. I really don't care what he thinks, but I care how it affects you.
It's up to him. What he does. I don't control him.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel held by him?
Do I feel what?
Do you feel held by him? Does he make you feel like home?
No.
I can hold you. I can make you feel like home. Sometimes you just establish connection once in a millennia.
All right.
And he smiles. Father Morrison will be very happy to have you in the congregation. He really enjoys that you're here. He's very happy. He knew before any of us that you were going to do great things here.
Hope I don't let him down.
And then we cut back to your conversation with Professor Morrison.
What I don't understand is how to help them see that what we're doing isn't a bad thing.
It takes slow consideration, and we must build momentum. That mixer helped us a lot. There are many people who choose to see our light now, or even if they don't choose to join it, they can understand that we're not a threat. And we just need to keep working at that. Every person is a domino that gives leeway to the next. Even the dean himself is very conscientious to our cause. And I believe he might be able to help us turn the flow.
All right.
I think it's time.
And what about? What about Ivy?
What about her?
I think she's trying to stop us properly. I don't know.
Then we will stand hand in hand together, like a family, and show her that we are stronger. And that against everything that she might put, we are insurmountable.
All right.
But I need you to take under a new associate under our wing.
Who?
Someone who is understanding of mantra and is considering joining the blue. I believe they're in your friends group. Amara, was it?
Yes.
Andy says that they're very interested and honestly have such great potential and prospect. I would like to see you, seeing as you are now a member of a higher rank, guide them like Sylvester once did for you.
I can do that.
Teach them our ways and keep their minds unclouded by those naysayers.
Okay.
Wonderful. And he reaches into his bag and he pulls out a kind of like a badge, and it's these kind of like a metal, like the symbol for mantra on it. And I officially can now welcome you to the family.
Thank you, Father Morrison.
Very welcome. And then do you see yourself out?
I do.
And who was looking for Morrison? Before out of the rest of you? Were any of you? I feel like someone was.
Someone was.
No one? Awesome. Cool. I think we pose around to everyone. And I think we skip to the next day. As things are getting you kind of like everyone's gathered into an assembly, and you see the dean, and the dean is wearing one of the pins for Mantra. And in no short order, the dean looks at everyone and basically says these words. It has come to my attention that our school, while healing, may be in need of proper medicine. In doing so, Professor Donald Morrison has graciously offered for his members of faculty of his organization to help soothe us, setting up official help groups as well as counseling. And very excited to have the association of Gehenna Academy with Mantra. And, you know, a good amount of people clap. And as kind of we pan over to everyone. Ivy, what's in your head?
It seems the roots of this cult runs deep, and I personally, as has been instructed to, have to rip it all off so that the other healthy roots would grow and not be infected. We're running out of time,
John?
that's for sure.
Well, it's like Sean's mindset is very similar to Ivy's. If something is threatening the health of a tree, it needs to be cut away.
Isaac, still haven't found Mercutio. Seems to be off somewhere.
Then I believe Isaac is thinking to himself that if he won't come to me, then I'll root him out, even if I have to destroy every single piece of brick in this dumb school.
Melody, how do you feel?
Melody feels great. Got a nifty new badge on. And throughout this, Melody is keeping an eye on Amara. And if they will allow it, we'll sit next to them for the assembly.
Amara, I have one question for you.
What's that?
What color shirt are you wearing?
Yeah, I think that after overhearing that conversation yesterday, Amara is fully in blue.
And as we kind of pull out of the school, we hear the narration go. In one ear and out the other. All we ever do is spit the same old mantra. And so ends Chapter 14 of Gehenna Academy. Join us next week where we'll be having Chapter 15 of Mantra Academy. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please cast. Let us, on the count of 3, do our daily ceremony and take a deep breath for this kind of hectic, drama-filled episode. 1, 2. And starting in reverse, go ahead and plug what stuff you're doing.
That means me. Hi, everybody. Chris Cologne here. As you can see, I was playing Isaac the Fury. In terms of where you can find me, I am a voice actor, and primarily I do a lot of stuff on my Twitter. That is at @VO_Cologne, COLON. You can find all my updates on my stuff there. Also, later this month, later, I think hopefully November, we'll see. I'll be over at Critical Bits Cast, where they're doing sort of a Legend of Korra kind of uh, bending tournament style with like 48 other people. It's gonna be really awesome, and I'm excited for that happening. And also another thing, I'm a voice actor, and I got to do a real awesome thing last month with My Sound Delve. They have this app which you can use for like any kind of tabletop stuff that has sound effects and whatnot. And I got to be part of the disability inclusion update that they had going on because I am part of the disabled community. I have a lower back disability, so that was really awesome. And also a little important note: this is the last week for Hispanic Heritage Month, so go out and support any of your Hispanic, Latino, Latinx, any of those creators out there. This is the last last week of the month for us, so go support everybody.
All right, Alyssa.
Okay, yeah. Hi, y'all. I'm Alyssa. You can find me on Twitter at @adisasterqueer, and my brain is a little bit mush right now, so I will just say that Twitter account is where you can find things that I'm involved in as well.
In the same mush world, I am Chantel B. You can find me on Twitter at Chantel B. You'll also find my link tree in my bio. I'm doing a whole lot. This week is slightly less in the stream world, slightly, but it's all there. So head over there.
I think it makes that my turn. Hi, I'm Nordine Lee, also known as Werewolf Feels. Also, I got a bunch of names, but I've got only one set of pronouns, he, him, and as you can tell, I'm also Feely the Mush. However, I do have a couple things that you can check out. Thursday afternoon, 12 to 2, I'll be on Faithforged Academy playing in a D&D campaign called Into the Mists. We're all dragon riders, or it would be if I didn't have wings of my own, because I'm playing an Aarakocra, so that's fun. Saturdays, as usual, you can catch me on Roll For It, playing Mage with a group of folks. If you like a bunch of horrific things have been happening there. And also, you can find me on Loading Ready Run's YouTube channel with Chantel, where we're both in a game of D&D called Alabaster Kingdom. It's been amazing. So, yeah, go to my Twitter, Werewolf Feels, and you'll find all the other stuff I'm working on, because there's a lot. I think even I'm in a Kickstarter before the end of the year. I forget what.
Oh, shit.
So, yay! Over to Rena.
That's me. Also part of the Mush world. Hello. Currently on hiatus, but we are ending that at, next week, hopefully, by Tuesday. I will be streaming once again games, and tabletop RPGs are resuming at the end of this week. And more announcement to come for more Vampire the Masquerade content. Yay! You can check out my Twitter for everything else. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm the storyteller, Nick Francia, aka the MC at Nobleman Nick. Like I said before, I'm the production and marketing manager here at Gehenna Gaming, and stuff that I have coming up. Well, I have this game next Monday, which I love and is amazing. On Wednesday, I'm actually going to be over on Caring Comfort Studios playing video games. I'm going to be not playing horror games this time around. I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy XIV and League of Legends and trying to ascend to the ranks and hopefully not scream at everyone, which is normally what happens when I play those type of games. Other than that, some future projects coming up. I'm actually doing an awesome actual play series with Devil's Luck Gaming. I can't talk about what it is just yet until the official announcement, but hopefully we're going to have some stuff very, very soon. Also, my Cradle of Cain game, which I have been doing with Reno, it's going to be over on Rena's channel. Big news coming with that pretty soon. Give it another week or so, and you'll all be happy for what the results are. And then other stuff, Kingdom Hearts: The Interstitial War End Layer, our season 2, our final part of that epic, long-spanning game, which started back in January of last year, is returning from its almost year hiatus for season 2 on the first Friday of December, which I believe is December 3rd. The audio drama CDs will be coming out pretty soon in the next couple of weeks. So also look for that. That's going to be fun. That's going to be epic. And more production talk for the Neon Exodus Evangelion game, which is our Evangelion actual play. We actually just got our song composed and opening for the game, so for the actual play. So that's going to be awesome. Very excited to see where that's coming. But just thank you everyone that came and joined into the series. I love Monsterhearts. It's one of my favorite systems. And this cast is just so feral. And I just have so much fun with it. And the amount of work and roleplay they put into this game really makes it a worthwhile. So I seriously thank you, and I appreciate every single one of you. And that's really it for me, so goodbye. Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you what the title of the next chapter is before you heard it here. The next chapter, chapter 15, Mercutio Must Die. Boom. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. Do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay.